This is Tamara Walker with the Ask MomRN Show, and today I am here with some of the cast and crew of 50 to 1, which is a new family-friendly movie that is going to be opening in theaters this weekend. We're here with Faith Conroy, who is one of the co-writers, and Jim Wilson, who is the director and a co-writer, and Jamie McShane, who is an actor in the movie. So thank you all for being with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate you being with us. And would you tell us a little bit about this movie and why you decided that it was important for the story to be told?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm a horse owner. Love riding horses. I've been training horses, working with horses, owning horses, racing for 20 years. So this hit me in the heart. When I saw this in 2009, it was the Kentucky Derby. And I saw this amazing run by this horse named Mind That Bird. It was the most amazing race I'd seen in my life, and I'd seen tens of thousands. So I was exhilarated just by this incredible finish. This was an underdog story. This horse went off at 50 to 1. And the characters, Chip Woolley, who's the trainer, and the two owners were these cowboys from New Mexico. And when Faith and I met them, we spent a lot of time with these guys. They're so colorful. Their families, extended families. And I just said, this is too good to be true. So it's an inspiring tale. It is for the whole family. And it's just one of those, unheralded horses that all of a sudden became a great world champion.
So was this a project that you pursued then to tell the story, or were you approached to write the story?
Yeah, I did pursue it. I mean, this is something we decided. I've been waiting 20 years for a great horse story. I mean, I see the scripts for Secretary and Seabiscuit. I've made a lot of westerns, Dances with Wolves, Wyatt Earp, other westerns I've made. And this is a little bit western, but I love this horse, fell in love with this horse. In fact, I even said to the horse, I'll make this movie for you. You can't pick up the phone and call your agent, I will. And I said, his story is just too good to be true. Yeah.
And y'all are doing a press tour to promote the film, and I understand the horse is going to be with you on some of the in some of the cities.
Stops. Yeah, he's got 7 or 8 stops with us.
Yeah, he's going to be with us up at Oaklawn on Saturday for the Arkansas Derby. Mind That Bird will be there, and his owners Mark Allen and Doc Block as well. So it's going to be a fun day out there.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, he was in Remington. He's been in Summer Park.
I wish I'd made it out yesterday to see that.
Yeah, he'll be at Keeneland, and he's also going to be at Churchill Downs at the Kentucky Derby Museum on the 17th and 18th. Those 2 days we're going to be out there. So.
And the tour kind of mimics the road that they took on the way from New Mexico. We started this trip in Albuquerque.
Okay.
Hopped on the bus. We've had 8 or 9 of us living, and you become the family.
Yes.
Someone said the Partridge Family. I said, I don't know. Jamie's from Sons of Anarchy. I don't think it's like Partridge Family quite. I kind of took almost offense to that. But anyway, we're the modern day Partridge Family, hopping off the bus. But we will end up at Kentucky Derby, which is great.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, and we're picking up Skeet Ulrich after a couple hours. We're going to go down to the airport, pick him up. He's coming back to the tour, and a few others are coming in on the weekend. And yeah, we're kind of going back and forth to the airports, and they're coming in on cabs, and we're having a good time. We're getting them in and out of here.
Great. How long does the tour last?
You just don't know. As long as we can put gas in and we have our energy and all that stuff. These guys have got to work. I mean, Jamie just flew in from Florida. He's got a brand new series.
Shooting a show in Florida, and Jim called me up and said, hey, can you come on, hop on the bus? I said, absolutely. So I went home to LA for a couple of days and then flew to Dallas, and then here I am.
Yeah, that's why we're.
He doesn't know where he is this morning.
I don't know where I am, but I got
the life of an
back
actor.
in Florida over the weekend. So.
Well, Jamie, tell me about your character. Who do you play in the movie?
I play Dave Cody, who was the owner of the horse prior to Mark Allen. I sold the horse to him, and I got the horse for about $9,000, and I turned around and sold it to them for about $400,000. So I made a good payday, and it helped my business and my reputation, especially when it went on to win the Derby.
Awesome. And how did you come to this project? Were you approached to do this character, or did you
well,
hear
I've
about
known
it?
Jim and Faith both for a very long time. We're just good friends, and I've worked with Faith on a couple TV shows and a movie, and I've worked on one of Jim's movies before. And this role I fit enough for that they were kind enough to say, "Hey, come on."
Because when they fit the part, it's a great phone call to make. As a producer, director, to turn around and say, you know what, who'd be good for this? And just Jamie. He doesn't have to audition. He's a great actor, so you just make that phone call and say, hey, come on board. So
it's a great phone call to get.
He's family. I mean, this whole group that we have with this film have become our family, and we're part of the Real People's family. It's a family-friendly film. We love all of the people involved in it. It's just been an amazing journey for all of us. So it's nice to be able to travel together like this on a crazy tour bus and see each other another way, not just on the set, you know, but yeah, it's not something a lot of people have ever done. I don't know if anybody's ever done this.
Yeah, there aren't very many that go on the road like this,
No.
so it's great that y'all are doing this, and the bus is amazing. I'll have to show our viewers the bus later. It looks incredible. So would you tell us a little bit, for people who aren't familiar with the story of Mind That Bird, and how he came to win the Kentucky Derby, what led up to that? Would you tell us just a brief little synopsis of the movie?
Yeah, well, the synopsis is it all starts with a bar fight. A great way to start, actually, which is true. And these guys, this is an authentic, true story. So this is authentic to the point where we shot the 3 racetracks where this horse raced. And so this is 8 months in the life of this horse. And it all starts with a bar fight, and it's where the owner and the trainer met. So they met in a bar fight. One helped the other guy out. He was in trouble, and he helped him out.
In real life.
In real life. And what happens is they get together, and they decide they're going to be friends for life. And the very first thoroughbred they ever purchase from Dave Cody's character is Mind That Bird. The very first thoroughbred they buy together. So Chip Woolley, the trainer, picks up the horse, takes it to Santa Anita's racetrack, and they run dead last. They pay $400,000 for this wonderful horse, and it runs dead last. And they're going, oh my gosh. They then take the horse on to New Mexico. It doesn't do any better in New Mexico. It races, it beats some horses, but still, it doesn't even win in New Mexico. And yet they've just qualified. They've got just enough money to qualify to run in the Kentucky Derby, because they'd run well better up in Canada where I had here. So they decide, as a family, really, the family's pushing the parents and whatnot, the owners, to let's go to the Derby, because we're invited to the Derby. So the whole family gathers up. That's what's so fun about the family picture. They all gather and they take a road trip cross country into the land of the blue bloods. So it's sort of fun, the haves and the have-nots. I mean, these guys are, you know, the women are painting their own hats, getting ready for the Derby, and buying feathers at the store and all that stuff. So it's a real fish out of water tale. So they make their way to Kentucky, and obviously it's a grand weekend, to say the least. So we follow the Derby all the way through to the finale. So it's uplifting, and as I say, partly why I made this film is I want to see an uplifting film on the weekend. I'm so tired, honestly, of the earth blowing up every time I see a picture. I'm depressed enough as it is. Occasionally I need a drama. I do. Occasionally I need a drama to say, okay, Jim, you know, other people have problems too, but I like this one. I think you'll be singing and kicking, and we've been fortunate enough to watch audiences with the film, and so bring some tissues.
It's a real romp.
It's a tearjerker,
yeah,
and you're clapping at the end, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about.
I mean, it's super uplifting. I mean, people are cheering, they're laughing, and it's just so exciting at the end of this whole journey that these people go on. And it really does pull people, and it does us. We wrote the thing. I cry every time I see it. It's just such an emotionally uplifting film that you just can't help yourself. The tears come, and grown men come out saying, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you got me to cry in a movie." And it's an amazing experience for us to have been able to be part of this, create this, and now to enjoy it ourselves, and to be able to meet people along the way, all along the country. We're meeting people like this, inviting them up into our bus, saying, "Hey, check it out," and you know, going to parks like we are today, and signing posters for people and shaking hands, and it's just been such a joy to be able to bring this to people one-on-one, not just make a movie and then go on to the next project and never see what happens out in the world. And we're actually meeting people. We're at the theaters, shaking hands, signing posters. Every now and again, the managers let us sneak into the back, and we can listen to people reacting to the film. And it's just been such an uplifting experience for us. And we're hoping that it's really uplifting for everyone else when they're sitting in their seats with their popcorn and their soda.
And we get to meet you as opposed to on the phone.
Right.
No, honestly,
Right.
we're
Yeah.
like
Right.
you're actually you're your own studio. You know,
Yeah.
you're alone, and I don't know who your agent is, but you're able to talk to us, and that's what's good, to have a one-on-one or one-on-three.
Yeah, most of my interviews when I'm helping to promote movies or talking about family-friendly movies are over the phone. So it's
Well,
great when we can get to do one in
Oh,
person.
good.
And
Yeah. No, I think it makes a big difference.
It
Means a lot
does.
to us too.
Yeah.
It does.
To meet you.
Jamie, do you have a favorite memory of from the film, shooting the film? Is there a favorite scene that you have, or something funny that happened on set?
When I got out there, and the first day I was shooting, and I just got to hang with Skeet and watch the horse run by, and just watching this, you know, horse kind of trot around at a good distance, and then when they said to kick it in, that horse just took off. And when you're standing right on the rails and the horse is, you know, as close as you are to me, it's amazing the speed and the beauty. You know, I've been around horses, but not that close to one that's taken off like that, and that was beautiful. You know.
And Faith mentioned that you have a new TV series. Do you want to tell us about that real quick?
I'm doing a new show for Netflix.
Awesome.
It's with Kyle Chandler, Sissy Spacek, and Sam Shepard. It's untitled, and they're very secretive about it.
But we're coming up with titles on board. We're going to tell them what it is.
Yeah, no, it's by the guys who did Damages, and it should be a good show. But 50 to 1 is opening this weekend, Friday night, in theaters all around Tulsa here. Right?
Yeah.
So
all around
Oklahoma
and Arkansas.
Oklahoma and Arkansas, and then are there dates projected for when it will open nationwide, or
you don't know? You just
know the
keep
plan?
going kind of week to week, and you see how business goes, and it's gone well so far. So obviously we'll move on.
Yeah,
Great.
we go to Tennessee and Kentucky on the 18th, which is the following Friday.
And then they're going to the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Derby's the first Saturday of May.
Yeah.
3rd.
So that'll.
Thank you all so much.
Thanks so much for coming.
Appreciate
Thanks for
very
having
much
us.
the time, and wish you all the very best. It sounds like a wonderful film. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks for your
Go see the
time.
movie.
See you later.
Thank you.
Bye.